All right, let's go ahead and see those controls. Wiggle, wiggle.
And voila, you are. That's perfect. The sound inside the live of Lillo, it's okay. Then to advise the people this evening, oohcando will be also the speaker in this sharing cockpit event. Then, as Roberto, I will follow as you. Then I hope you will enjoy the event.
Yes, I'm excited.
Voila, you are in live also in our channel. Then good evening, everybody.
Lilo, let's make sure you have controls. I gave them to you. Let's see if you can move the stick. Beautiful, beautiful. Alrighty, Lilo. What we'll do, I'll go ahead and crank the plane for us. If you're ready, I'm gonna let you. We'll taxi out, and we'll kind of head the same route. Before we do our taxi, I'm gonna input us an airport that we can head up to, and if you want to practice along the way, we can definitely do that. But I'm gonna go ahead and I won't take controls. Your controls still, but I'm gonna start up the plane for us and get us an airport in our Garmin here. It's cool too because I can watch Lilo's screen to make sure that he sees what I'm doing, so that's pretty nice as well. And Lilo, I gotta remember I can push it off. Let's head up to take him a little bit north. We're gonna hit India Delta 36, Lilo. I might put that in for us. All right, Lilo, your controls. You are piloting this. So whenever you're ready to taxi and take off, it's all yours, buddy. Let's do it. Can you slew Lilo? Okay, I think that fixed it. Your parking brake was on. I'll get us restarted. Let's roll with it. Get out of here, buddy. All good. We're in a backcountry plane. Let's see, Lilo. We got a heading of 327, it appears. Nice flying, Lilo. If at any point you want to do a little, if you want to do a little off-field landing, go for it, buddy. I'm here for you. Nice job, Lilo. Flying great. I see you got your trim neutral too. I'm gonna try to trim for you. I'll try to trim for you, but you're rocking and rolling with that neutral trim. Lilo. I like it if you're doing an approach. It looks great. Let's watch out for these trees. Remember that power energy management looking great. Really good. No worries, Lilo. We'll get warmed up. All right, plane's back started, Lilo. Let's taxi out to this little field over here. Let's taxi out to this field over here. There we go. Let's get back on heading here. Pull that power back just a hair, Lilo. Just a hair. Perfect. Next time, Lilo, let's carry a little bit more speed into our landings, alright? We'll be good, though. I am trimming for you, Lilo. If you, I'll do like we did before. I'll trim up for you on approaches. We're looking good. We're doing an approach here, Lilo. I got your trim. You hang on to the rest of the stuff. But what happens, I'm explaining Lilo, I forgot to click the button. But what we can do is work on it together, right? And Lilo enjoys bush flying. I figured what a better way to help Lilo get better than to take him out with me and we can show him some of the ropes. Look at this. That's it, Lilo. That's it, Lilo. Everybody, jeez. Lilo, oh, he's back up. Nice TNG. That's what I'm talking about. So the thing about Lilo is he's very, he's set back, right? Because there's the quality of products that there is for disabled people to fly is lacking. So he does best in bigger, docile planes that move and control slower than things like Kit Fox. So that's what we're doing today, and Lilo's channel is completely and Roberto, if you want to jump in at any point, it's a charity. So what they do is they raise money for the disabled and improving their gaming software and hardware. So he's out here rocking and rolling. We're going to head up here into the mountains and see what we can get our boy into.
We hope to be able to join our objective again. But the racing community is really kind.
It is. That's one of the best things about it. But if you want to tell my viewers, I know your viewers have probably heard a lot about it, but if you want to give them like a quick little rundown about what flyLILLO's stream is and stuff like that, I know you can explain it much better than me. Just a quick little rundown.
I try. I try with my English.
No, you're good. You're good.
Thank you. I'm just await this
Lilo's been practicing, dude. Lilo's been practicing. I see it. Not flown the plane yet, chat. This is all Lilo. All I'm helping him with is trimming, and that's pretty much it.
I wait and help from my colleague inside the team.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. Take your time.
Okay, but normally the flyLILLO project is born with Lilo as using the Twitch streaming channel to show himself, to show his technology, and also to how he's able to fly using only 4 buttons when he's there. He can record them every time the buttons function, the buttons correct function.
Wait, he has to reprogram every single time he loads into sim?
Yeah, something else.
Wow.
Ben he's here. Then I will give the voice also to Ben because it's my voice in English side.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, conveyance. Listen, buddy.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm about to get your audio settled, but yeah, if you want to tell us, I know Roberto thinks his English is bad. I think it's great. But if you want to tell us more about flyLILLO, especially my community, I know Lilo's community probably knows a lot about, what they're about. But just kind of a rundown for our guys on what it's all about.
Okay, so what Roberto has set up is well, to be fair, amazing. Lilo is a quadriplegic, and he's figured out a way to allow Lilo to play the game. And watching him fly in a collaboration with one of the streams that Fabio did, it was just amazing to see. And so what we want to do, we're applying for charity status in the European Union, is to allow give access to disabled people to play Microsoft Flight Simulator and in the future other games, no matter what their disability. One of my jobs is to work on tablet functionality so that people can control via a pen at the back of their head and things like that. And no, that's the goal, and Roberto is a wonderful man, and he's been spearheading this thing and making things available.
So on the tablet, it'll almost be like an axis that you control with your head on a tablet?
Correct.
Wow. That is a feat. I can't even imagine trying to tackle something like that. That's impressive.
It's actually not as bad as you think, but I think for you and I to write on a tablet, to go up or down, left or right, that's easy. We can move the ailerons, the elevators, moving our pen across. But the sensitivity and those sort of things for someone else is a lot more difficult. But we want to bring gaming to those with disabilities.
That is, I mean, that's a cool way to think about it. Because I was thinking, just kind of brainstorming on how, if I had to do it, what I would do. And I was thinking of a joystick that would mount to your headrest, and that your head could kind of rest, like maybe a mount for the back of your head that you could use. But that also, I mean, a tablet idea is a great idea for it.
No, you're absolutely right. I think there's as many disabilities as there are solutions to the problem, and that's going to be the interesting bit. Tablets may work in some scenarios, and they may not work in others, but we want to bring life to people who are stuck inside their bodies.
Right, exactly. And yeah, I mean, like you said, for Lilo, that joystick might work and the tablet might work, but for someone else, it might not.
Yeah, exactly. You got it.
That's really cool. So what would charity status mean for Lilo?
Charity status, it's one thing to have an idea and a love of a project. We can all get behind that. And it's wonderful having ambassadors, and it's wonderful having people behind you saying, yes, I can help you. But without charity status, you can't get government involvement.
One second, real quick.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take controls, Lilo. Good landing. I don't know if our brake was set. Brake was off. Might just had a little too much momentum into that one. I'll take controls real quick, Lilo, and then I'm gonna try to get us to the mountains fairly quick. So my controls, Lilo. All right, keep going. Conveyance.
So that was better landing than I did the last time I flew this plane. With charity status, we can apply for funds. We can start working with companies, hardware, software. Until you're at that status, you can't do that. So it's important to reach a charity status.
So it's pretty much just what's the word I'm looking for? Not really. It's a kind of a permission thing. Like, I mean, it's giving permission to do what you want to do.
It's not so much a permission thing. It's the difference between you and your kids having a lemonade stand versus actually setting up a company.
Gotcha. So it's I cannot think of the word right now. It's more of a golly, making it official. Making it official, and not a project in your house.
Not just official, but legal.
So there's legality that comes into it as well.
Yeah. Roberto, have I missed anything?
Oh, I think not. Thank you so much. I won't talk about it.
Roberto, your English is not that bad.
His English is great. He just
it's not bad at all. I think everyone though that doesn't speak English always says my English is so bad. That's all it is.
I mean, to be fair, oohcando's English is pretty good too.
Yeah, but I'm American. Actually, my English is not the greatest, you know.
I need to learn much more words to explain better the thing inside my mind.
That's true. Yeah. Sometimes, it might be hard for you to portray, just like I just had. I can't portray exactly what I'm thinking about. I'm gonna do a little landing here. Try to butter one in, and then we'll get up. We do have a little bit of cruise to the mountains, Lilo, so we're gonna try to rip it up there real fast. Yeah. Oh, visual frame glitch.
I see the program are working well.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Yeah, your control software, I see he work well.
Oh yeah, no, it does work very well. There are some things that I don't really like about it. For example, like, it feels that the landings, when we do this, even if it's a good landing, there's a really loud noise to it. And it's almost like you slammed it down, but you didn't. It's weird. I don't know if it's because it's with two planes working. I don't know what it is, but even on good landings with your controls, it just sounds and feels like you slammed it down. The screen shakes. It's kind of strange, but other than that, I mean, I enjoy it. All right, Lilo, let's just keep this heading. Your controls. You see those two big mountains up ahead of us. We're going to kind of shoot to the left of those, and that will be our first strip. But let's just kind of make some headway. But obviously, I fly too much, so I'm going to let Lilo fly for me. I'm going to just be over here and look handsome. So, your controls, Lilo.
It's incredible to be inside a cockpit with a quadriplegic pilot.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which one's better.
Okay, all right, here we go. No, but see, even with software like this, and we've had a lot of people request it, is you know, we could utilize this on our bush training days. You know, taking somebody up, and it's different with Lilo because the way that he flies is obviously not conventional, right? Like, um, he likes to have his trim set to one max range, so that he can use one side of the button and not be switching back and forth between the buttons. Um, but even on a non um, a conventional flyer, right, with a stick and a HOTAS, whatever, it really is good software to be able to go up and say, all right, let me see what you know, and then we can tweak it from there. Uh, but with Lilo, it can be tough for me because one, we're not able to communicate. So it's hard for me to understand exactly, are we landing here, Lilo? I'm not sure. And then how can I help him configure the plane that to benefit him? Because for the most part, in a kitbox or any GA plane, there's not much that you're doing besides I'm able to trim for him, but there's not a lot of procedures and buttons to press. So it's hard for me to realize what I can do to help him. But overall, the program itself is beautiful. I love it.
I think you really hit on something important there, and that is what we do with making the controls, making the flight simulator available is important, and having people like yourself stroking their mustache on camera, you know, and doing your controls.
Talking about it, yeah, whatever.
And doing your controls and taking these people up and experiencing the game with experienced pilots like yourself really helps, and it's a boost of confidence. If nothing else, it's a boost of confidence.
Yeah, I agree, and it's funny too because I tested your controls with one of our community members. I pretty much said first person to bite, you know, I'll go up with you and we'll just kind of fly for a minute. And even from that, it was like, with him just sitting there, he was like, oh wow, I know what I'm doing wrong. Like, just watching you fly for 2 seconds, I know what I'm doing wrong, and I think I can do it now. And we kind of worked around for 20 or 30 minutes with it. I think Lilo's controls are. Did he just loop us? He just looped us.
His controls are fine. You just got liloed.
I was like, oh, I think he's out of control down here. He's about to take control. I was like, oh no, this isn't going to be good. Don't scare me like that, Lilo. You know, they're smiling too.
Good job, Lilo.
Scare me, bro. I was like, oh, we just lost him.
Bravo Lillo, you did a very good job. Bravo.
Scared the crap out of me, man. Where was I? Yeah, but it boosts the confidence from being in, and if I was to fly an airliner, it'll never happen, Jack. If I was to fly an airliner, I would want an experienced pilot, in there with me because it can be frustrating. But even just on simple things of us walking through an approach together, we did a test stream, and I was like, Lilo, I know your controls aren't the best, like you're limited. But let's really practice because I saw him falling into bad habits on approach, which is diving your nose into the ground to lose altitude instead of maintaining a high angle of attack and coming in on a nice steady glide slope into where he wants to go. And I was like, let's just walk through this. Next time, bring your nose higher, and I'm going to trim up for you. And his next one was better, not great. His next one got better, and then his last landing of the day, he comes in, and he absolutely buttered it it should have been clipped. And he smoothed it out, and he was like, oh yeah, I get it now. It's like, is there anything else you want to do? He's like, nope, I'm good, I got this. So it is, even just the simple things of walking through approaches with your controls, I think it can really improve a lot of people. Experience in sim and skill level in sim.
I agree completely.
I see Lilo is very happy receiving a huge enjoying this flight session. Let's go to Lillo.
I hope he is. That's what I told Chat. I said I am a little nervous because not about the flight, but I'm like, I just want to make sure Lilo has fun. Like, if Lilo has a bad time, then what the heck am I here for? That's what I'm supposed to be doing here, is showing him a good time. But as long as he's having fun, I'm having fun. I mean, I'm not flying right now. I'm just talking to you guys. I need a new beer, drinking beer. I hope that's okay, Lilo. And don't, if you do another loop, I'll spill my beer, Lilo. So don't do that. You don't want beer all over the cockpit of the Kit Fox. Shrimp will kill us.
Original USA beer.
Do what? I'm sorry, I missed it.
Yeah, this original American beer.
Oh yeah. I mean, Lilo might catch a bit in his mouth, and then the FAA is going to come after him for drinking and flying. So, watch out for those loops. I got to pee too, so Lilo, don't grab it. You can loop us, but I do have to go to the restroom. I know, surprise. All right, Lilo, your heading's looking good. We're cruising into our area here. So just keep on keeping on, buddy.
To be fair, the beer that he's drinking is classified as water in the EU.
Okay, I don't know this. No, today I see really happy, we enjoy this type of airline, this type of nation, this type of culture. It's really, really good to see you happy like this.
That's fantastic, and that's what we want. It's really good. I'm glad he's very happy.
I also a good experience to share the way how a non-disabled people will be with the help of disabled people inside the game.
I missed that conversation, but I have an idea. I'll get back to that convo in a second. Lilo, I'm gonna take controls real quick. I'm gonna show you something pretty fun. My controls in 3, 2, 1. I just saw a cliff over here, and I think we should give Lilo a little cliff dive. I think we should give him a cliff dive. So I'm gonna take him up here. We'll park him on the edge, and then let him fly off of it. See how that goes. I also forget how slow this STI is compared to the ones we normally fly. She takes some time. She needs a little effort. All right, Lilo, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna take you up here, I'm gonna find us a little spot. I'm gonna park on the edge of this cliff. And I want you to add, if you can, about 50% power, and we're gonna roll off the edge of the cliff, all right? We enjoy doing this, but we try to do it with engines off. It works most of the time, but I don't think this one's tall enough for a dead stick takeoff. And it's also really weird for me flying in the right-hand seat. I'm not used to this either, but I think I can get hang of it. That one wasn't good. I should have looked at our waiting spot before, but you know what? We just sent it in. All right, Lilo, I'm gonna give you controls. I'm gonna put our flaps up. I'm gonna set my parking brake. I'll set it for you. Your controls in a couple seconds. 3, 2, 1. Your controls, parking brake is off.
There we go.
Scenery too, diving off of that.
Good job, Lillo. Bravissimo.
We'll hang it right here, Lilo, and we'll just kind of keep this cruise going until we hit our first strip. Those are fun though. We'll do those. We'll find like a really nice cliff, and we'll park on the downslope of it and set our parking brakes, and then just turn our engines off, release parking brake, and roll down the side until we have enough airflow to fly. It's so much fun. It is really fun. Is Lilo about to send it up here? I think he's gonna land it.
I see Lillo is a little bit easy when flying this aircraft instead of the Delta ones.
You think like his the control surfaces he has to manage? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but I see he use much more the elevator than trim. There's no one.
Yeah, and I'm trying to trim for him. I know we talked before. At least just gonna hit a little landing here. We talked before when we did our test flight, and he said I normally, or you told me he normally flies trim all the way up. Today I noticed he's kind of flying trim down, and I'm trying to help him with the trim the best. Like right now I'm trimming up for him just to kind of keep that nose high. Oh, bounce it over, all good. Nice. See, so I think I don't know if he's
you can do better
meaning
than
to do
that.
it, but he is flying with a lot of down trim. But yeah, this plane is elevator happy. I mean, and it's got big elevators on it too. So when you pull back on the stick, it's going up quick. But it is nice that I'm able to trim for him. That kind of takes something off his mind. As long as I know what he's intending on doing, it works out pretty well normally.
It's pretty good.
I would honestly love to come and try to fly on Lilo's controls, but I bet it would be a train wreck.
But as I see, you have found the way of flying inside the cockpit.
Yeah, we do have a little system, but see how the camera shakes so much with the shared controls? I don't know why it is, but we've kind of silently worked together. As like I said, as long as I kind of have an idea on what he intends on doing, we'll be fine. And also, Roberto, I could probably just look at his stream time, but if you could give me like a 30-minute or like a 20-minute warning on when Lilo's stream ends.
Okay.
Those mountains off to our right, Lilo, look really good.
Not sure if you intentionally muted yourself, mate, but I can see you talking, but not hear you.
Is that on? Oh, no, yeah, I was just talking to chat. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I
Yeah,
apologize.
no, you're good. I normally use push to talk. That way I can, I'm not like talking to you know, you guys don't hear everything I say to chat and it just gets mumbo jumbo. But yeah, no, I just have it on push. And it actually works really nice to have it on my stick, so it's pretty kind of realistic to what you would have in a real plane if you were talking to people. I'm trying to figure out where we're going, Lilo. Oh, he's trying to get back to course. He's got that airliner. He's got that airliner mentality. He's trying to get back on that magenta line. I got it now. He's looking for that magenta. Okay.
Yeah, Kid Fox is a really different aircraft for Lilo, like his normal one.
Yeah, and you know, kind of looking back on it, I should have done this. We really should have taken out the Bush 172 because I know he's comfortable. But you know what? We can't do it because it's not supported by your controls. I know he's comfortable in the 172. If they ever support that plane, that would be a great plane for Lilo to bush fly. Because I see him fly it all the time on stream, right? Like he does pretty well in it.
They do support the fly-by-wire A320.
I don't even know what those letters mean. And what wire is it does it fly?
Sorry, the fly-by-wire is the company that provides the A320 as freeware.
Oh, so you're trying to convince me into getting into an airliner? Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, you know what? I think the airliners are the best time when you need two people.
1,000%. Yeah. About I can settle with a Kodiak. Kodiak's a good plane for two.
As far as I read, the latest version of your controls does support the Kodiak.
Well, that can be something that we could do.
That's why I have Takatha do all the radio work on my plane.
Yeah, and if you use VATSIM, it would be even better.
Well, exactly. She writes everything down. I go, what was that radio that they said we should go to? She goes, oh, it's that one. Okay.
Low. We're gonna hit this little strip. Let's go ahead and lower that power. I see you doing that already. Beautiful. Lower that power. Raise that nose. I'm gonna be trimming for you. Trimming for you just a little bit. Nice. There you go. Let's get that nose up a hair. Yeah. There we go. Nice slow approach. Let's get. Oh, we messed up there. I messed up there.
Yeah.
Gotta utilize flaps.
Definitely touchdown.
Crank back up, Lilo. You're good to go. I think I can use flap. I think I can input flaps for Lilo. Pretty sure we tested that. Let's see. Whenever you're ready, Lilo. Or is it my controls? You have controls. Is he holding? Is he? Oh, there we go. Oh, he's doing the donut! He's got some tricks up his sleeve. We showed Lilo the donut the other day. He tried to give us one right there. This boy is going crazy. Yeah. I showed him after his really good landing. I showed him the donut in the, you know, just locking up the left brake and doing full left rudder. And I said, "There you go, Lilo. That's for that landing." And I see he might have been practicing that one a little bit. He might have been practicing that one a little bit.
Ocando, I have one question. You are inside the cockpit with Lilo. Then, do you feel Lilo is unable to do multiple asking some time when how is to fly with a person like Lillo with only one function all the time. So yeah.
It's not. I really think the hardest part is not his controls, but it's not being able to communicate. To me, that is the hardest part about it. Um, Sometimes I am a little unsure at what he has in mind, and that goes to controls and not being able to communicate. But in terms of controlling the aircraft, he really does do a good job at it. I mean, I think right now we're setting up for an approach, but that goes back to not being able to communicate right. I see our power is being decreased, and he does that well. He manages the power and controls very well. I really think the hardest part for me personally is not being able to talk to Lillo and not. Wow, look at this one, chat. Look at this. Look at that. Yeah, Lillo! Yeah, dude. That was it. Let's see a big old smile from Lillo, dude. That was a buttery landing there. But that's the hardest part for me is just the communication. Oh no. Does that make sense though, Roberto?
Yeah, absolutely. It's incredible sometimes. Really.
But I mean, ending right there. It was. I did not trim for him. I did nothing. That was all him. And I told him when we did our training lesson, I said, I really think you could get good at this, but it's just going to be time and practice. And I think he has been practicing based off of that last landing. He's getting the hang of it again. But I couldn't do what he's doing right now. As a well-bodied person, using his controls, I know for a fact I could not do it. There's no way.
Yeah, and it's also this type of flight. I love this type for this type of activities. You don't need also to find the right way to use his technology to the best landing as possible. So depending on the type of aircraft or the type of flight, you will use his technologies in a real different way. I mean, with the programmation of the function, then you need also to have some hours behind training to find the correct way to use his technology with specific.
Right, and I think too, I want to say this to my chat as well, and you guys. I did not give Lillo I gave Lillo a very basic, quick rundown of STOL, right? Power energy management. Normally when I teach on my stream, I mean, it's a whole stream of teaching. But I want to say that I did not sit down with Lillo and go over how you stall an aircraft. He probably knows that, but power energy management, best glide slopes. We didn't go over any of that. I let him fly, and I said, all right, next time keep your nose a little bit higher, and let's lower our power a little bit. So he's doing all this with a very, very basic understanding of Bush, which is also very impressive because I'm a joke with my guys. I sit with these guys for a couple hours, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? But he really picked it up quick. He really picked it up quick. But I agree, learning how to use his controls for this style of flying is probably a little bit of a learning curve because he's never done it before.
It's a tiny course.
I missed that, man. What was that?
I see he's also a good evening training for him. But I think the much most difficult side is to manage from your side, okay, the trim and the able to manage the elevator at the same time. I think this is
Lilo, superb landing, buddy. What the heck? How did he pull that one off? Yeah, that was a really good one. But yeah, it's the trimming. I really wish that I could manage brakes as well. Because we talked about this. Like, there's no way for him to be aggressive on the brakes and pull back on the stick. That's just something that his hardware and software doesn't support. I wish there was a way in your controls to, maybe this is something that we could work on with your controls for Lilo, is, hey, is there any way that we can customize what controls each person has control over? You know, which is probably something they've never thought of.
The thing is with your controls, we can customize what the inputs are. So, for example, this is just a very, very, very simple example. We could say that a tablet movement left and right is the rudder on the ground and its ailerons in the air, and translate them in that way. When it comes to your controls as to whether they hand over or not, that's not so much a your controls thing, but it's a very, very complicated thing as to how you synchronize what the controls of the plane are doing. I'm not sure what the easy answer is, but I think I might have a bit of reading to do tonight.
Yeah, like I said, even just me, which I'm pretty sure I can do flaps for him, but even with like secondary control surfaces, I believe I have control of. Not primary, but with him, being able to brake for him and being able to rudder, and he's pretty good on the rudders. I think really braking in STOL flying is like the hardest part for him. He does everything else pretty well, but he just can't get stopped short, you know. And getting stopped short, killing the power, you know, all of that is a lot for him with the controls that he has.
Yeah, I absolutely agree, and we may be able to work with your controls on it. I can totally see where you're coming from, because the ability to assign not just flight control surfaces or primary controls or secondary controls, to be able to go, I want to intervene on this, would be huge.
Yeah. And even have both of us, like, and this might not be possible, but both of us have control. Like, all right, Lilo, you try braking this time, but if you're not able to do it, I got it. Like, I'll do it, and not have to be like, oh, my control's real quick. No, I'll just take over in that moment and use, you know, brake on my end. Look at this, he's getting better at every landing. Jesus, Lilo, who gave you permission to do like, dude?
Excellent landing, sir.
Yeah, having said that, I don't think he needs that. I think we're all right.
But, and like I told him too, in some areas, especially if we have an uphill, and I can we're going to keep flying after when Lilo gets off, and I can probably talk about it and explain it a little bit better, but some areas, if you have an uphill landing, brakes really aren't necessary. You know, you can stop pretty short without brakes, but that's a small amount of the time that, you know, Lilo can't go out and say, well, I can only land at uphills because I can't brake. You know, that's, you know, excuse my French, but that's bullshit. You know, I don't think that should have to be the case.
Nope, I agree with you.
They want to see my mullet, so yes, I was stroking my mustache earlier, but now we have to show the mullet. So, and we're gonna do a good mullet flex here. We got 2 screens running. Let's do a really good one.
Yeah, the after when Lilo will he's going to like pay the rest of the line, so you keep pushing the line first.
Works for me. Hey, Tack, you're up for another VATSIM flight tonight?
Oh yeah.
So let's see what Lilo's got up his sleeve. Coming in, nice steep approach. Yeah, keep that nose high. I'm gonna trim for you here, Lilo. I'm gonna trim for you. Yeah. Kill that power, baby. Kill that power, baby. Oh. Main gear, not bad. Nice.
That was tricky. Good landing after all.
Beautiful, Lilo. I'm gonna say you're trimmed to neutral for takeoff. Neutral for takeoff, you're good to go.
Lilo's doing a lot better than I did in this plane. I crashed this about 38 times.
Well, we can help you out on that. You know, well, we can get you there. It's a lot different though, and that's kind of the crazy part too. It's not only is he flying a plane that is a lot different than what he's used to, but it's a style of flying that's a lot different as well. But he's handling it like a champ.
Ti piace Lillo? Enjoy. Guys, you see this breeze, this breeze.
And also, this probably be a little decent time to. I think most of the people in flyLILLO kind of know about our channel. Have come in and out, Speedy and Conveyance, obviously. But we are a bush flying community. This is what we do. With a plethora of planes. We don't only fly the Jet Fox, but it is a really good plane for bush flying, so we do use it a lot. But that's what we do over at our channel is we bush fly, we hang out, we teach bush flying, and we have fun. We drink some brews with the boys. And see some good scenery in sim, have fun together, and that's pretty much it. So you guys are always welcome to come over and hang out with us, and also my community. Always welcome in Lilo's stream. I know that for a fact. And if you ever want to get your mind blown, just go watch Lilo fly some. We're witnessing it right now. It is mind blowing.
I got 2 weeks of worth of vacation coming up very soon. I think I might be flying with you a lot.
Hey, sounds good, man. Sounds good. I can put you on. I don't know what kind of bush planes you have, or if you have any, but there's a lot of good freeware ones out there that you don't have to spend no money on. But the kit
I have
really
this one.
is a good one. You have this one, yeah. This is all you need, man. It really is. It's a jack of all trades. She cruises fairly fast. She lands short. We'll get you in there. We might have to do another training lesson here soon.
Well, that sounds like fun.
That, my friend, is how you land an aircraft.
Do you want to handle that, Key or Roberto, or your stream? I think he's misunderstanding what's going on.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Sometimes it happens. It's my English. Don't help me.
Yeah, no, I think I think it's Keys. So we are doing shared cockpit with Lilo right now. We're not trying to talk about Lilo, but we are talking about Lilo and how we can improve and how well he is doing. So yes, we are talking about Lilo. We are also talking to Lilo, but at this point, there's really nothing that I need to help Lilo with. He's flying beautifully, so we're not trying to be rude or anything. We are more or less just speaking about how we can improve how Lilo flies. I think that's a pretty good way to explain it.
So-
I think it's in another way to use streaming, because in the future I will put also inside another disabled people for him and to give the possibility to be online and to do the same as Lillo with his technologies, etc. And I think the conversation inside his channel, like this evening, is really good.
Beautiful, Lillo. Wow.
Easy does it, Captain.
That stallhorn right at the end, Lillo. Perfect. Perfect landing. Beautiful,
So-
buddy.
So, oohcando, obviously Lillo's doing this beautiful touch and goes. He's got nice control of the aircraft. What challenge right now might you set to see if Lillo could do?
Take Lillo through the challenge. My controls, Lillo. My controls. 3, 2, 1. Let's challenge him. Might take me a minute to get there. Let's see. Best way to get there. Yeah, we'll take him up here into the. Let me get a good view on where we're at here. Let's find one. We'll do a little off-field here, and I'll try to scout it out. Maybe I'll land there first so he can see it, and then we'll let him have a shot at it. Unfortunately, like I said, this Trent Palmer's STI is much slower than what I'm used to flying, so it might take us a second to get there. But we'll head up into this range. I'll try to find a nice little off-field and see how he handles it. I'm excited.
Tutto bene Lillo? Are you good?
I'm trying to catch up on chat. I'm not understanding where on your chat. I'm not understanding where the the miscommunication is coming from. I'm trying to figure it out.
I think sometimes happen.
Alright, so we're gonna head up into this valley, I think. See what we can find. Should have some good stuff. Idaho is, we're not in the guts of the good bush of Idaho. We're kind of on the outskirts, but the guts is it's a constant challenge because it's high valleys and you run up on your you run up on your airports really quickly. And even for for me with all the fancy controls I have, I tend to have issues, but we'll kind of, I like to kind of stay on the outskirts. Maybe we'll, next stream, if we do this again, we can get them in the guts of the guts, but we're going to cruise over here. We should have some right at the edge of this range that we can hit.
Okay. As you see, actually Lillo is riding us.
Okay, nice. Lillo, how you feeling about it so far, buddy?
Just to give the information, Lillo don't talk because his disability don't give the possibility to him to talk. And when he's free with during the flight, he's able to write sometimes chat. but normally he don't talk. What I want, I'm so curious if Lillo have the possibility in the future to talk. What will say to me for my work as my friendship, and if he love me or not.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. But another thing too that I think we could probably clear up the misunderstanding that was going on in chat was this is a much more active plane than
Very
know,
fun.
probably very fun than what Lillo. Oh, I think our stream just crashed. Hold on, boys. Technical difficulties.
No problem. We are up for information. Very fun, Lillo, eh? Ti piace? Ti piace lo stall flight, col Kid Fox?
But yeah, I think this probably doesn't give Lillo as much time to talk in chat because it is so hands-on all the time compared to what he normally does.
Yeah, always when he's online in Vatsim, example, when the ATC give him all the instruction in text, he can answer Roger to be fast, and it is not so good. Then with the sharing cockpit, he's able to fly with another person inside the cockpit, and this cockpit we can give the voice to Lillo to be to communicate to the ATC.
Right. Yeah, that so. Yeah, it's just that it's so hands-on. He's constantly, managing surface controls that right now, hopefully he's getting to chat and talking to you guys while I fly us up here to find something. But this is a very hands-on plane, and it has to be. You got to be on it the entire time, or who knows what can happen.
I mean, to be fair, that's how I started on Vatsim. Didn't know any of the correct procedures, and there would be like Ryanair 4352, taxi 9 Michael Roger, and I'd be like, Roger, what's your vector, Victor? And I'll be about it.
Me too, really bad.
But I'm getting better. I'm getting better.
Yeah, okay, and just for information, Lillo write me in text actually 25 minutes, and he have to close.
All right, we're gonna find him a good one here.
No, kids, really, no problem. Just we don't understand. I don't understand the yeah. What do you mean? And thank you to describe now. That I'm not offended, of course. Also not Lillo or whatever. Just we don't understand. Or I personally don't understand your chat before. Thank you to explain me. Really.
All right, so I think. Let's see here.
And as I know, Lillo for me actually is not apart, just because he's in live in the way how he normally is in live. Also during the other live, I give my voice to Lillo because he is unable to talk. Then from some people the voice is needed to do some things inside live stream or internet. Just
Lillo, I'm gonna give you a good challenge here. Okay, might be too challenging. I don't know. We're gonna hit maybe this uphill. I'm gonna send it in to test it. Might be too steep for us, but I like this little area. We got some trees here. I think this one's gonna be pretty steep. Yeah, that one's way too steep. Let's go find an easier one for this area. I kind of want to give him some obstacles to approach, right, Lillo? A little challenge, get a little obstacle on your approach to hit. And let's see if we can keep your altitude high, and then drop it into the spot. Let's see here. Oh, that's a good one. A little turn in. There's a good one up here too. Well, let's. Oh. How about that one, Lillo? That's a tough spot. Yeah, let's loop around for this. I'll land it first, Lilo, and then once we land, if you want to see it again, just type in your chat. I'm watching your stream as well. Again, or however you want to say it. And then I'll come back around and I'll do it one more time, and then we'll let you have a shot at it. It's a nice little smooth uphill, and we're going to use this little walking path as our directional heading, right? We're just kind of laying right there like it's a runway. I'm going to come in with my trim up. Keep that nose nice and high. We're going to keep our power in. It's very important here. I think this one will be a challenge for Lilo due to keeping the power and nose in there for this. And it's a rough spot too. It's not a smooth land. All right, Lilo, how do you feel about that? Let me know.
Nice landing, oohcando.
It's a pretty rough little spot. I don't even know if you could really butter one in. I think he's ready. Lilo?
Yeah, he said you okay. He writing you, actually. When you see this overlay, you know, with this keyboard with all the letters.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. Normally when
Alright.
I use the white, the black and white one.
All right, Lilo, your controls. I'll release parking brake for you, and then she'll be all yours. We'll go out. Let's do a right or left, whatever you prefer in. Just keep our power high and keep that nose high as well. Your aircraft, Lilo, your aircraft. Well, we got to get our parking brake off. 1 second. She's yours, Lilo. All right, let's try. I'm gonna slew us up. I think that should work. I'm gonna set our trim to neutral, Lilo. Let's try that. All right, Lilo, turn right and depart. Try to depart in that valley there. Right there works as well too. Screw them trees, Lilo. Let's get out of here. There we go. I think we're having some issues.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Maybe Lilo can ride us.
That was pretty much like my first VATSIM experience.
All right, I'm going to. I'm gonna take controls and try to set us back up here, Lilo.
Bravo Lillo, bravissimo comunque. Non è facile, eh?
Yeah, I think it might be the hill that's messing them up. I'm not really sure. Let's see here. Let me get you back up here, Lilo. Try to power us up. See if we can take off and just re-land it. Are we having a power issue? I'm not even able. Is it our trim? I'm having issues as well. Let me. There it is. We are having some issues out here for sure. I'm gonna come back around and land at Lilo just to get you into place.
Hill. Hitel Hill.
It's the hill that's giving you issues? Okay. Well, let's find us a flat one then.
He decided Lillo, you can
Well,
do the challenge.
Yeah. Well, Lilo, let's give you one more shot at it. One more shot at it. I know it's coming up here. We're coming up on the end of your stream, but I think you got this. I'm with Speedy on this one. I'm gonna set you up though on top of the hill so it's not immediately gonna start rolling. This is a good one though. This is a pretty steep uphill. So you got. I think you're getting what you're asked for there, Conveyance.
I really enjoyed this evening, oohcando. Thank you so much. Beautiful to be here.
It was fun. I enjoyed having Lilo fly me around, even though he scared me real good one time. At least it was only once. So I've got my brakes locked. As soon as I say your controls, it is you pin the power and slowly pull back. All right, we're gonna do this. Your controls in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I think we're having a parking. Why is it just flipping over? I don't understand that. There we go, Lilo. There we go. There we go. I'm not understand. I don't understand what's. I'm not understanding what's going on. It's just yanking left. Lilo's laughing over there. I don't understand what's going on. My controls, Lilo. I'm gonna get it set back up. I think it might have been our trim, Lilo. So I have us trimmed all the way down, okay? We're trimmed all the way down on this. I think our trim was set too high, and as soon as you got enough speed, it was yanking you up in the air and making you wing stall, so. And my chat, Lilo, is saying that your rudders were really far left. I don't know if you accidentally had them pressed, but it was saying you were full left rudder. All right, Lilo. You ready? Your controls. 3, 2, 1. There we go, buddy. There we go. Nice. There we go.
That was perfect.
That was. I think I'm not sure what happened. I think the trim was our issue. I had it set for my landing and it wasn't working for his takeoff.
Beautiful, Lillo, bravissimo. Good job.
Oh, he sent it into a bigger one. Well, all right, we're gonna see if you can get out of this situation.
The aircraft will have in the departure position after the crash. Or we have a command to this.
Yeah, I just slewed for us. That's all. Just if you click Y on the keyboard, it'll bring you back up.
Ah, use this view. Okay, I don't know this.
See, right there, that's good limitation, right, Lilo, of the limitations of your hardware. You had to react really fast to get off the we weren't able to. That was a really good, representation of the limitations. I think that's the best way to say it.
Yeah, and as you see, his brother is moving the button to the position of the button because I think he has
Right.
physical problem with the buttons actually. It's
Yeah.
first time for him. Let's see this better.
Let me see if I can move us to a better. Well, I can't because we're in here. See if we can get this bad boy stopped, Lilo. I'm over here pressing my brakes like I have an effect on that.
Okay, he's back. I see.
Yeah.
And
All right, here we go. So Lilo, let's hang a left down this valley here. We should be able to see that landing spot. But I'd like to see him anywhere in this valley, really. These uphills are super challenging.
also thank you to his brother, Marvo, to be here to help him in physical functions like now. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Appreciate it. He probably was elevator or aileroning so hard that he might have moved it. Lilo, right to your right is a really nice small uphill. If you want to give that one a shot. Right there, you're flying over it right now. We can loop back around for it. How much time left, Roberto?
18 minutes.
Beautiful.
We will stop at 19:30 UTC.
I see what you're going for, Lilo. I see it. I'm gonna trim for you. Keep that power in, power in. High power, high power. Close, close. So all we did wrong, Lilo, not enough power, right? All you gotta do is add some power and then you would have been in the money right there. You really gotta keep high power, especially in this pit box. Keep that high power rating coming in. Go. And again. My fault, Lilo. I trimmed you bad. I trimmed you bad. Alright. I'm gonna trim down. Full down trim. There we go. All you, baby. Okay, so we gotta find a sweet spot for when I set Lilo's trim. I think down's working for him today. There you go. Go to that next one, Lilo. Oh, I like it, I like it, I like it. Trying to pull back on my stick for him. A little bit higher on the nose.
Smooth landing.
We're back cranked. All you, baby.
But not bad, second try. It's better than before.
Oh yeah, go get it. This is, I mean, you did something similar just on flat ground, you know, on our front. So it's just gonna take some practice. Gotta keep that nice high nose, Lilo, like we talked about before. Nice high nose. Let's try like a smaller uphill. Maybe like at the base right over here somewhere, just so you can kind of get used to doing that. Here you go. I think I see where you're shooting for. Uh-oh, Lilo. I think we're in a bad spot here. Oh! Did he? There you go! Right runner us out of here. Good job, buddy!
Bravo, Lillo. Amazing.
We can walk away from that one. Good job, buddy. Let's go. Let's do another one. We got plenty of time.
Ockando, during the landing, when you are stalled, when you do the stall to land, how much far from the terrain you are?
When we're hearing our stall horn,
Yeah.
ah man, it can kind of vary really depending on the spot you're coming in. Where he's hearing it is actually a really good spot. Preferably, you wanna start hearing that stall horn a few seconds before touchdown. But there's been times if you have a really steep approach that you'll hear it 100 foot off. You know, depending on how fast you're trying to come down. But the key is hear it and not actually stall. You know, it's a good little reminder that you're almost right there. Like, be careful. You know, this is gonna be a good one for Lilo. Yeah, good approach. Keep that nose high, Lilo. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes! Oh my gosh. There it is. There it is, Lilo. Beautiful. Watch out for this terrain glitch.
What
It's
a
gonna flip
butter
us.
smooth landing.
Ah, good landing, Lilo. If Sim didn't have some terrain glitches, that would have been buttery smooth all the way up. He was upset about that glitch.
Wow.
That was a good one, Lilo. That glitch good.
The best one.
Oh, that was by far the best uphill. Yeah, really good.
He learned faster, Okando.
He's a fast learner. I've seen guys do much worse, much worse. I think Lilo's a natural at this. Lilo, give me a big smile if you're having some fun out here. I see you. Oh, he's focused up. There's a smile. He's focused up. All right, let's see another one, man. Some of these get really steep. That last spot that you had was probably going to be your most mild and tame uphills, which is good for now. Good for now.
Bravo, Lilo, good job. I think he used in the same time the 2 yellow buttons, one for the left and one for the right only.
Yeah, and does he change that? I mean,
I changed the right one, the right yellow one to the function to do the pitch, as I see.
right. Oh, he's going for the big dog. Let's see it, Lilo. Watch your airspeed. You got plenty of it. You're gonna miss it. It's all right. Lower that nose down, Lilo. Lower that nose. Keep flying. Keep flying. Power in. Power in. Power in. Power in. Keep that flying. Oh, he's going for the second ridge. There you go. Okay, we're getting into the steep dogs here. Lilo, you got a beautiful one off to your left up ahead. This one's steep. Oh my gosh, is he gonna pull this off? Yes! Yes!
Wow!
No way! No shot! No shot!
Bravo, Lilo! Wow!
Dude, that's the best landing I think I've seen you do, Lilo. Oh my gosh! Look at this guy! I think he's gonna take over bush flying. I mean, I don't even see a reason for me to stream anymore.
Bravissimo, Lilo. Really?
Lilo, are you coming for my name out here? I think you're trying to take me down.
Bravo, Lilo. That's amazing, really. If you think he did this with 2 buttons, that's incredible.
Yeah, that blows my mind.
Yeah, it shows also high evolution of the skill and ability of disabled player like Lilo with some limitation. And he tried to improve the other one. And it's amazing what he did during the years and during his life. Really.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine what would happen when he starts to get better hardware and software for Sim. I mean, really, this is going to be insane.
And when Lilo he started to use these technologies in 2000, between 2002 and 2004, he used only 1 button. And during the years, he had the more ones.
Yeah. So, and has he tried anything else besides the buttons? All right, right there, Lilo. That was, and this plane might not be powerful enough to make that landing. I'm really not sure. I think you had a good bit of power in, and it was just a matter of maybe this plane doesn't have enough power for that one. Good shot at it. Your approach was beautiful. I think this plane might lack a little bit of power for an approach that steep.
Function 1 and function 2, the throttle commands in his cheese board is in the right hand side and the same line of the left, right and up, down. Then he put his button straight to have no delay and no much more delay between the function change. But yeah, we think also in the future with the tablet and with the other technology development with LILLO for LILLO as first. With the possibility to do multitask function at the same time. This is important.
Yeah, it's cool too to be able to see him maneuver on his little pad down there.
I think he need to find his feeling also with these new technologies. But we are really curious of his feedback back.
Right. Yeah, he's definitely, I mean, he's getting the hang of this quickly. Very quickly. LILLO, I gotta know too, how much practice, look at this, how much practice did you do between our test flight and this? Did you do any practice? I think you practiced a little bit. I can take over controls real quick, LILLO, if you want to, I'll do my controls, LILLO. Talk to chat a little bit. My controls.
He didn't take he didn't did a practice. Oh yes, LILLO, hai fatto pratica nel frattempo poi.
So he did do some practice or no practice?
No, he tell me not in my webcam.
I don't believe it, LILLO. I think you're fibbing. I don't believe that you didn't practice at all. There's no way. No shot that you didn't practice.
LILLO is a pilot inside. You know this.
Oh, he's a natural for sure. I mean, that landing I just did wasn't as good as LILLO's.
Zero. He said zero. Zero practice. And, not bad. Impressive.
A true natural.
We have a new stall pilot born today.
We do. Yeah, we have a new stall pilot out, guys. Mr. LILLO is killing it. I think too, some of it, which is so great about your controls, is even me just being able to fly like we're doing right now, probably for him and everybody, not just LILLO, but it's good to see like, oh, like that's how he's approaching it. That's how his nose is. And you can also watch the power settings on it as well. And like I said, not even just for LILLO, but this is more of kind of a cool feature about your controls is that I can be like, all right, well, let's watch how I do it, and then we'll watch, you do it and see what we can work on from there. Which is what we did when we did our practices. I showed him a few landings, right, LILLO? Nose right here. Keep that power input in. High nose. High angle of attack. More power, more power, more power, more power, more power. Then we're out of the power as we just glide up. So even with your controls, it's super nice just to be able to watch someone do it for you, right? LILLO, your controls, buddy. 3, 2, right after 1. Hold on.
LILLO said landing on a strip. Huh?
LILLO, your controls. Yeah, we can find us a little strip. We got an airport right up the valley here, LILLO. Let me take you to it. Let's go out and take a hard left over this range here. Gain some altitude. Let's get up over this range, LILLO.
was a very, very funny evening, really, really.
I'm sorry, I missed that one too. I was reading. What was it?
Yeah, it was a really funny evening, this one, really.
Oh, I had a ball. I had a ball. I had someone fly me around Idaho. I mean, what more could you ask for? And a talented pilot as well. Lilo. We're not gonna have time to make it to this airport, but before your stream ends, do you want to set it down in the field, or we can extend stream a little bit?
Lillo, hai capito la domanda?
I can take controls too if he needs to type real quick.
Yeah, it's better if you take the control to be in the position to type.
All right, Lilo, I'll take controls and I'll kind of head us towards an airport. My controls.
Lillo, gli puoi rispondere in testa se vuoi fermarti o se vuoi allungare un po', come vuoi tu. Voilà, he's starting to write. Field. And the landing. I think also, okay, because it's approximately 1 hour, 40 minutes, Lillo is inside the computer, then normally thereafter you need to do some things, then to drink, to eat, yeah.
Lilo, your controls, 3, 2, 1. All yours, buddy. You find a spot and we'll set her down.
Bravissimo Lillo. Did a very, very good job this evening. It's impressive.
Okay, ladies and gents, it's been a wonderful evening. Lillo, you've been absolutely fantastic, and oohcando, thank you so much for doing the your controls thing. I'm off to do a VATSIM flight.
Well, thank you so much to be here. Thanks for the help. Really appreciate it.
Appreciate talking to you, buddy.
Take care of yourselves.
Lilo, one of these little roads right here would be a sweet. I mean, it's kind of like a runway. It's pretty similar. Touch down one of those roads. Nice approach, Lilo. Go ahead and lower that power. We can almost dive straight down to the airport there, and then adjust our nose once we're getting close to landing. Yeah, nice. Beautiful. Do a little non non-conventional stole. We got plenty of room out here. I'm gonna go ahead and trim up for you, Lilo. I'm trimming up for you, trimming up, trimming up. So you know, there we go, nice. Flaps are in. Trim is up, trim is up. Let's butter it, Lilo. Let's show them how it's done, Lilo. Unreal. Unreal. Kill that power, Lilo. Unreal. This guy. Look at this guy. Unreal last landing.
Last landing was really perfect. Bravo, Lillo. Bravissimo. Really.
Lilo, what a job today. Good flying, bud. I'm gonna take over controls. We'll park out here. Oh, here we go. No, we got a donut. Oh my gosh.
Bravissimo, Lillo.
Lilo,
Bravissimo.
giving us the donut. Yeah, Lilo. There she is. There she is, tearing up the backcountry. Attaboy. Top notch indeed. All right, Lilo. High controls.
Okay. I wait the parking.
We are. Good job,
Oh.
Lilo. Lilo, it was a fun day, buddy. I appreciate it. We're gonna have to do it again. Maybe we can get in Kodiak or something, and we can do some your control stuff. But bye. Gosh, women. It was fun flying with you, Lilo. You did a really good job. I think he's a Candonian. So, Lilo, you did great. Roberto, it was a pleasure.
Yeah, me too. Thank you so much to be here. Thank you, really. Now we will raid you, of course, with all of our viewers. Thank you. It was really pleasure. I see Lilo really, really happy. He enjoyed a lot this flight, this event, and really thank you. You are in our hearts. Thank you.
Of course. I appreciate it. All right, Lilovians. It was good talking to you guys. Good seeing you. I'm out of here, boys.
Ciao. See you soon.
Very
Thank you.
soon.
Ciao. Okay. Then, guys, thank you so much, all the people to be here. Really, really appreciate it. Now we will raid Oquendo, of course. And as you see, next live is on 5 September. I have a flight from Bergamo to Marseille, 7:30 NDG. Thank you so much to be here. It was really important. It was really appreciated. Thanks to all the people. Thanks for the bits, kids. Thanks for the subscribe, the follow, and thank you so much. Lillo, bravissimo. Very, very good job, Lillo. And maybe see you on the 5. A big kiss from Roberto and Lillo. Ciao a tutti. Ciao, ciao, ciao.